Hi, everybody. Welcome to EZLynx Live. I'm your host, Ryan Buckham. On today's show, we're going to be talking to you about the AppliedNet conference that's coming up in October. Today, we're going to be giving you a sneak peek at some of the sessions. We're going to be talking about some of the cool new things that we're going to be doing this year. We're also going to be talking about how some of our ACN, or Applied Client Network agents, are going to be involved in the conference this year. A big change that we're doing is compared to years past, so some really, really neat stuff. So let's get started by the first thing that we want to call it. Where is it? Where is AppliedNet 25 going to be? Well, AppliedNet 25 is going to be held at the Aria Resort in Las Vegas, October 6th through the 9th. We were there 2 years ago, had an amazing time, had some amazing evening outings. We've got some really great stuff planned again this year. That will be coming out a little bit later in the year, talk about those, but another really great venue for the conference this year. So October 6th through the 9th at the Aria Resort and Casino, right? The next thing I want to kind of talk about is going to be our pricing. So we have a couple of different pricing breakdowns, and I want to kind of talk to you guys about how those work, right? As you can see here on the screen, we have three different pricings, right? Our first pricing is going to be for our Applied Client Network members, right? Now, you may be asking yourself, what is the Applied Client Network? Well, the Applied Client Network is a group of EZLynx agents who get together and who can work on different solutions in the system. They have webinars about how to leverage different productivities. It is a bunch of, say, your colleagues getting together, all EZLynx agents, working on how do we improve agencies, how do we improve our usage and our abilities to navigate EZLynx. It's a great, great group to be a part of. I've actually been able to take part in some of their cool conferences. They had one a couple months back here in Dallas, and we all talked about AI. So if it's something that you've been on the fence about or interested in, I encourage you, please head over to their website. Their website, we have it right down there towards the bottom. It's appliedclientnetwork.org. That's where you can go. You can see about EZLynx, the different things that they have that they're offering. Again, we have some amazing users, real power users here at EZLynx who help run a lot of the Applied Client Network sessions. So it's not somebody who's not familiar with EZLynx who's going to be talking about this stuff. It actually is EZLynx agents. So it's a really cool thing to be a part of. But that's what drives kind of that first price point that we see there. So for $599, that's going to be the rate for our Applied Client Network members. The next one is going to be for those who are maybe interested in joining the Applied Client Network. Well, we're going to get you a great price on the conference as well as your membership. So that's $649. And then for individuals who maybe it's just not their cup of tea, if they just like to attend the conference and see how everything goes, that's $699. Now, the pricing that you see here, to be able to take advantage of it, you've got to be utilizing the different promo code that we have, and that promo code right there is EZL25. So how does this whole thing work? Well, when you go to register, it's going to ask you for your business email. Now, for those people who are a member of the Applied Client Network, make sure you use that email that they have on file for you, because that's how it's going to identify you and get you the right pricing, right? For everybody else, just put in your email address. It'll ask you if you want to register for the Applied Client Network or not. And then at the very top, it's going to ask you for a promo code. That's where you enter in the code EZL25 to take advantage of the special pricing that we have this year. Now, for those of you who joined us for AppliedNet last year, we did something really neat. We created what was known as the EZLynx Zone. And the EZLynx Zone is just an amazing area. It is an area that is specifically at the conference for our EZLynx sessions. That is where you're going to be able to find all of the EZLynx attendees, EZLynx employees. Everybody's going to be right in that one area. So it was a huge success back in 2024. We're bringing it back again this year at AppliedNet 25, so we will have our own designated area for all of the EZLynx sessions this year. And that's going to be everything except for the keynote. The keynote's going to be held in a little bit larger room, but every session, our hands-on labs and our general sessions will all be in this EZLynx zone. Another great thing that I love about this EZLynx zone is the ability for you guys to be able to network. It's really easy for y'all to be able to walk right up to somebody, be able to know that, hey, that's another EZLynx agent, and get a conversation started about how they're using the system, or maybe something that you struggled with it at your agency, and you maybe just want to pick somebody's brain as to what they're doing. That was one of the good things that happened last year. There was a lot of great organic conversations taking place in the EZLynx zone. So we're really, really excited to be bringing that back again this year here in Las Vegas. The next thing that we're going to be bringing back is going to be our support bar. So last year, people had the ability to schedule some time with our support reps or just walk on up to get support in the product. So they had questions about, how do I build this, or how do I get this all put together? The EZLynx support bar is going to be back this year, and we've also added an optimization bar. That's where you're going to be able to walk up, you'll be able to talk with maybe some different product team members and be able to get help in the system. The goal here is for you to be able to walk up, have a question, and have somebody from the EZLynx team there able to answer it and help walk you through it. The optimization bar is going to be great because it's really going to be able to help you guys maximize how you're leveraging the system on a daily basis. So these are two really awesome things that we're really excited to bring back, both the support bar and the new optimization bar is something we're going to be having, as well as the EZLynx zone. But enough talk about the EZLynx zone and the support bar. The main thing that we want to talk about today are going to be the sessions. It's the point of why everybody comes out. Everybody comes out because they want to learn about the system. They want to be able to get some hands-on involvement in building out stuff. So let's cover the actual sessions that we're going to have at AppliedNet this year. We have 26 sessions at AppliedNet. Now, one of those is going to be the EZLynx keynote, and that's where both Michael Streit and Brenda Johnson are going to get up, talk about EZLynx, talk about why we're working on the things that we are, as well as give you a glimpse of some of the things that you'll see at the conference and some of the things that we're working on in the future. So this is a really big, huge kind of get together of all of the EZLynx attendees. It generally happens right after the primary keynote, but we will have our own focused EZLynx keynote again this year like we've had in years past. The other thing I want to talk about that's part of that 26 is the roundtable sessions. So the roundtable sessions, we did something completely different last year. Instead of having agents actually get up and walk to different stations, we had agents go into the different rooms, they sat down, and then the product team rotated between the rooms. This was a huge success. Everybody loved it. We're going to do that same thing this year. So this year, we're going to have all the agents come into the EZLynx zone, fill up the different 3 rooms that we have, and then be able to have the product team walk around and ask you different questions about the system. In this session, I'm a little selfish. I love this session because it really allows us to be able to pick your brain and see, are we on the right path for our roadmap for the next year? Are we focused on the right things or not? And that's what the roundtable session allows us to do. It allows us to validate whether we're looking at the right things and we have the finger on the pulse. We're doing the right stuff going into 2026. So huge session. We're really excited about that. The next sessions, the rest of them, the other 24 sessions are going to be broken down between 18 courses. Those courses basically are going to be teaching you the ins and outs of the system. And we're going to be relating that to different user journeys. So like the new customer user journey or the renewal journey, right? Or maybe the claims journey. What happens when somebody has an accident and actually has to leverage the insurance? How does that process usually work? And then where can EZLynx be fitted in to help that? That's going to be part of all of those courses that we have. And one of the cool things is that at those courses, we have best practice material that we hand out to everybody. So you're able to take that back home, download it, put it up in a cube, and get immediate use out of it. So we'll have 18 courses, and then we've increased the number of our hands-on labs. Our hands-on labs have been a huge hit, and we've gone from 3 to 4. This year we have 6 hands-on labs. Now stay tuned in a minute. I'm going to tell you about how we've changed that to make it a little bit better this year, but I did want to call out 6 actual hands-on labs that we will have this year at AppliedNet 2025. So before we talk about some of the changes of the hands-on labs, one thing I did want to call out is going to be a big shift that we have done with some of our sessions. In the past, pretty much all of the sessions that you take part in at AppliedNet have been run by the product team. The EZLynx product team has basically run those. We've also had some of our solution consultants come in and run some of those sessions, but primarily it's been the product team that is running those sessions. This year we're changing that. We've gotten a lot of requests from agents that they want to hear from their peers, that at the conference they want to hear, what are my peers doing in the system? How have they overcome different challenges? How are they leveraging the system at their agency that is making them efficient? So we have partnered with the Applied Client Network, and we've gathered some of our big power users here at EZLynx, and we're going to have 6 sessions this year that are completely run by agents. So your peers are going to be running those sessions, giving you guys tips and tricks as to how they leverage EZLynx, what has worked directly with their agency. And this is extremely beneficial for y'all. This is extremely beneficial because it's going to provide everybody with more relatable content. You're going to be able to get real life experiences of things that they have overcome and how they've leveraged the system. which is extremely powerful to be able to see that. So some of the sessions, just to give you an idea of what the agents are going to be running this year, are going to be talking about some of the game-changing features in the system that you might not be aware of. They're also going to be talking about how do you implement EZLynx successfully at your agency. If you're brand new to EZLynx and you're just gone through all the onboarding and you've gotten set up and you've gone through your training and you're ready to go, well, what do, right? We have some of our power agents who are going to sit down and talk about, well, what are some of the next steps you can do to become successful in leveraging the system? So that's one of the big things that we're going to talk about. Again, we'll have another deep dive into automation where we'll have one of our power users show you the different automations that they've created and talk about why they leverage certain ones in certain manners and how that's helped their agency become successful. We'll talk about our self-servicing portal. We have an agency that has maximized the self-servicing portal and done a really amazing job at leveraging that as like an additional body inside of the office, right? Somebody to handle those non-revenue generating tasks. So for example, like sending ID cards or making a payment. Your client portal can do that, right? So these agents have been able to put it together and they're going to show you how they've done that and what they do to actually drive awareness of this portal. So that's going to be directly from one of your peers. They're going to be having a session on that. We're going to talk also about commissions and have one of your peers talk about how they handle commissions at their agency, how they build rules, how they pay out producers. And then finally, renewals. Everybody is extremely, it's a hot topic, renewals, rewriting. Well, what do we do? How do we keep our retention up? So we do have some agents who are going to actually do a session on renewal and retention workflows and what they have leveraged in the system and different practices that they've put in place that have been able to make them extremely successful in some of the hard markets that we have out there. So some great sessions. So again, 6 sessions this year out of the 24 are going to be completely run by your peers, by agents, by power agents that happen to be members of ACN. So this is going to be a really, really big deal. It's been something that has been demanded, high demand over the past 2 years, couple of years. They've asked for these, and we're glad to be able to bring it about this year here at AppliedNet 2025. And so like I promised, I did want to cover our hands-on labs. Now the hands-on labs, for those of you who have not attended in the past, the hands-on lab is a session where you're provided a computer. You sit down with the actual presenter, who usually is somebody from the EZLynx product team, and they walk you through how to leverage a product, right? So for example, maybe they walk you through how to build out saved reports, or they walk you through how to set up a new customer automation. And the goal is, as they're doing it on the screen, you're following along, logged into your own site, your own login, your own company's EZLynx site, and you're doing it right there with them so that when you go home, you have a built-out automation already from the conference. You have maybe a report already created or an email campaign put together, right? That's one of the joys of the hands-on labs is you're actually able to go step by step with us as we walk you through a different workflow. So one of the things that we've heard over the last couple of years, because this is such a popular session, is that there's often not enough computers. There's not enough computers for everybody who wants to be able to get in. So we're changing it. We're changing how we do the hands-on labs this year for EZLynx. All of the hands-on labs will be considered bring your own device, or BYOD. So bring your own device. So we encourage everybody who wants to take part in our hands-on labs. Make sure you bring your computer with you. You'll be able to log into your EZLynx account during the session, and you'll be able to create all the content just like in the hands-on labs in the past. We wanted to be able to remove that roadblock that so many people had over the last year where they just weren't able to actually take advantage of the hands-on lab because there weren't enough computers. So this is one of the easiest ways around it, especially since we're browser-based. It makes it very easy, right? So make sure to bring your own computer, bring your own device to be able to take part in the hands-on labs this year at AppliedNet 2025. So a lot of great stuff. We have a lot of amazing sessions. Again, 26 sessions, 1 keynote, 1 roundtable, 18 sessions. We have 6 hands-on labs. Of those 18 sessions, we have 6 that are going to be completely run by agents. So your peers are going to be running them and providing you with, scenarios that they've experienced and maybe you've experienced as well. So some great reasons to attend AppliedNet this year. Again, we have that special pricing in place. So whenever you're checking out, make sure 1, you're using, if you're an ACN member, your email address, your business email that ACN knows, to get you the right pricing. And then 2, make sure that you're leveraging that promo code EZL25 to get the special pricing. Other than that, guys, I hope to see everybody at AppliedNet 25 this year, being held out in Las Vegas at the Aria Resort, or the Aria Resort rather. October 6th through the 9th. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in.